Hello guys, today we're going to talk about EOS governance. Is EOS doomed to fail? Or is it a giant opportunity? We're going to find out today. First of all, this is not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for my records only. So there's two models that I'm going to go over. Now when I started out today to research this topic, and I've witnessed many BPs talking on different channels, and I've read several pieces of information from Medium. My mind was actually changed on how bad our current system really is. I don't see it as negatively as I did before, but I still don't like it as much. And one of the main reasons is you're not going to see community excitement in our current system as you would if it was one token, one vote. There will be a lot more community engagement and more community excitement in one token, one vote. And EOS would be more of a community project versus a corporate project. And I'll explain what that means. But our goal, hypothetically, is that the price will increase. We want the price to go up. If we were investors. I'm not a financial advisor, though. Okay, so the goal is for our price to go up. So that's in either one of these scenarios, I could see that happening. So let's take a look at the differences. In the one token, one vote system, the BPs will be making their money from the EOS contract, as they do in this system. But they sell it themselves and they get income themselves from the EOS. Which is a negative price force. But here with vote buying, which is what's happening in our current system, they're giving away their EOS and they don't have income from, or they have the income, but they're giving it away. So the BP's income is not coming from the EOS contract. It's only coming from business customers in our current system. In one token, one vote system, the BPs would be more aligned to token holders because they would be making their EOS, they would be making money from the EOS contract. And so they would want the EOS price to go up directly. They would have a more direct incentive for the price to go up. But in this system, they have an incentive for the price to go up as well. And where that difference is the BPs in a one token, one vote system would be aligned to holders. What the holders believe would cause the price to go up is where the BPs would end up working. They would promote this work to the EOS holders who want the price to go up. So they would promote the work that the EOS holders desire because they ultimately vote for those BPs. And this would also be the work that they would contribute. But the BPs would be making their money from selling it, and they would be making their money from pay for businesses that they also contribute work to, businesses that are on top of EOS. And these ideas that the public would have the public more excited for EOS, and we would see a positive price force to counter this sell pressure. Businesses seeing that there's going to be a positive increase in price would also create a positive price force because they know they get their resources from renting EOS from the RECs, but the rental fees would be going up with the price of EOS increasing. And also more value created from the work that the BPs give would cause more businesses to come to EOS because the services on EOS would be more valuable. In this system, so the holders are what believe will increase the price. In this one, the exchanges enact what is believed will increase the price. And the exchanges want the price to go up as well because they are paid from the vote buying. So this EOS that goes to the exchanges, they sell it, which is a negative price force. But the exchanges, they have a desire to make more money as well. So they want the price to go up. So the BPs end up promoting projects that the exchanges believe will increase the price. And you have all the same relationships that you see on both sides. But the major difference between these two is In one token, one vote, the BPs are more directly aligned with the price increase. In this one, the BP income is only from business customers and also contributing work that the exchanges believe will increase the price. So let's dive more into the details. For one token, one vote, the BPs make their income from EOS directly, so their incentives are more directly aligned. BPs will be more public. So in this case, the BPs are appealing to the public. They're talking to the public. They let the public know what they're doing. And the public will see products they want to happen. So the public being engaged, the public seeing what's happening, will be more excited. That's not what we're seeing in our current model. And anyone who's been in EOS knows that it's been difficult to see public excitement because the price has been awful. But there also hasn't been a lot of engagement with the public as what they're doing. Almost everything is secret. It's like they work in a secret facility over here in our main, in how EOS works today. So you would see more public excitement with one token, one vote. More BPs from a diverse background. Basically, EOS would be more decentralized. There would be more ideas, more creative projects to be worked on. But there are cons. The public would be less stringent about its follow-through of this work being done. You have to believe that. If the public would be less stringent. Maybe big holders of EOS would be stringent. But they would be less forceful as to the follow-through of the BPs doing this work. Whereas a big company has an easier effort to audit the work being done. So this work is more likely to get done over here versus the work here. But this, if the public gets angry, they would vote for new BPs. In this scenario, also, the BPs are less willing to work together. Yes, there would be diverse sets of BPs, but they would be less willing to work together because they would be competing with each other significantly more. In the one token, in our current system, the exchanges would audit BP follow-through. So as I said before, they would make sure this work's getting done. And the BPs are willing to work together because, they're more centralized. The cons is the exchanges might be wrong about what will increase the value on EOS. In this one, it's the public might be wrong. Right here, the public might be wrong. So I believe that the public's probably less right, but there would be many different. In this case, there'd be 21 BPs that were highly diverse. So I guess there's greater odds that they would have hit something out of the ballpark. Whereas this one, there's going to be less BP, but less diversity in the BPs, but you would see, the exchanges still could be wrong. I think I think exchanges would do more research. They have more money, more capital to do research. So I think the exchanges would have a better idea of what would increase the price. I do believe that. But you will have less community excitement in this version because as we've seen, everything's secret. So because the BPs are representing what the exchanges believe the work. So they're talking to the exchanges. They're talking to the people that are controlling the BPs who are giving their vote. The BPs service the exchanges. In this one, the BPs service the public. The exchanges, the public. So they're talking to the people who vote them in. The BPs are talking who they vote or voted in by. And so there's less community excitement because we don't know what they're working on. But I know the BPs are excited about what they're working on. So I mean, that's for price-wise, that's good. And you'll have less diverse BPs. So I put neutral on these things, but the major takeaway that you're going to take away from these two differences is in one token, one vote, EOS will be more of a community. In one token, 30 votes, EOS will be more corporate. Now, corporations have big money. So if you want to make money, there's a likelihood that this will perform. But this one, creativity has monies too. I would say this would probably be more creative. So EOS will be more centralized. It'll be more big business. EOS will be more decentralized, more community driven, less big business. You can take away what you believe from this and what you think will be a better outcome. I think we're stuck with this. I don't know if we're ever going to move to one token, one vote. We'll have to see. But as I've laid it out, it's not 100% either way. So I guess we'll have to see how this unfolds. But in either scenario, I think that there's money to be made.